Hi, welcome to the health section of our website. My name is Greg and I've put together some videos to let you know that there's actually exercises that you can do while in your vehicle. These are meant to be done while the vehicle is not in motion while it's parked, so keep that in mind. I'm also not claiming to be any type of a fitness guru. I try to exercise whenever I can and fit it into my day, but please keep that in mind. I'm not a fitness guru. These are simply videos put together to let you know that there's options available to you that you may not have thought about in the past. That you can actually do simple things on a daily basis and reverse the effects of years of not doing anything. And hopefully, make it part of who you are and make your life better. If you have any questions or comments or you'd like to see us add something to this video, please send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Again, my name is Greg. Drive safe, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you. A few of the exercises that I do, I'm going to show you real quickly. I'm not going to go into sets of or lengthy repetitions of, but basically one of the things I like to do is kind of like a push-up. And I use the palms of my hands spread out on the lower part of the steering wheel, and I push. And what I do at the same time is I try to keep my core, my stomach tight. And I push, probably 10-15 times as hard as I can against the wheel. In some cases you may have to bring the wheel closer to you and tilt it to a position where it actually works best so that you can really get some resistance involved there. And when you push, you'll actually feel it in your chest. You can feel it in the backs of your arms and your triceps and a little bit in your shoulders, as well as if you're keeping your core tense, you feel the resistance in the upper part of your abdomen as well. So if you do 10 push-ups basically is what I like to call them, like this, and you can actually push and keep it there as long as you can until you're completely fatigued, and you'll actually really feel that burn. Also, another thing to exercise your tricep is with this Peterbilt, I have a crossbar in the steering wheel that allows me to put my hands with basically the edge of my palm, edge of my fist pointed downwards inside on the top of that T on either side of the steering wheel. And I can take and I can push down on the steering wheel itself. And you can lock the steering wheel in different positions, whatever works best for you. And you can actually push down as hard as you can and hold it. Do it again. Hold it for 3-4 seconds. And if you push down on each side of it equally, the wheel won't turn, especially if you have your truck on, not moving, but on. Your steering wheel won't turn back and forth on you. So you need to push down evenly. And you can really feel it in your triceps and a little bit in your chest as well. Another thing that I like to do is for my forearms. There's a few different exercises that I do, basically 4 of them, that mainly work the forearms. And I'll grab the steering wheel up higher, maybe at like the 10 and 2 position, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock position, and I'll actually try to pull my wrist inboard at the top, and then I'll do the same exercise pushing it back outboard. And what you want to do is you want to do it nice and gradual, and you start pulling inboard. Hold it for 3 or 4 seconds. Do it as hard as you possibly can. Inboard. 3. You get the picture. Once you do as many as you can until you're exhausted, 10, 12, 15, whatever you feel comfortable with. Now this is just between you and the truck and the results that you want to get for yourself. This isn't me telling you got to do 3 sets of 10 or anything like that. I believe in fatigue at any volume. There's all kinds of rules of thought of, you have to increase in weights and do less repetitions and vice versa. Basically, I think that anytime you're pushing your body to the limits and fatiguing and actually working muscles that you normally probably wouldn't be working while you're actually driving or doing anything else, it's good for you. It's healthy for you. You have to keep your body moving. As we get older, it's more important. You got to keep moving. So I showed you that I push outboard. Again, I'm taking my wrist and rolling them outboard like this, pushing out. And I do the opposite, pulling in. So that works your forearm in those 2 directions. Other things I do is I will grab the steering wheel down low And we'll have to pan down just a little bit for this. And I'll grab the steering wheel down lower, and I'll roll my wrist from the bottom up. Now you have to be careful because this is a urethane coated steering wheel. It's the original OE steering wheel, original manufacturing steering wheel. So if I was to put a lot of pressure away from the joints or in an area where there's a massive spanse between where the foam connects, I could actually probably tear the foam off by doing that twisting motion. So what I like to do is I like to grab it close to where the bars come together on the wheel. And when I do this exercise, I do it nice and gradual and roll. I don't want to do it hard and fast because you could tear the steering wheel. Now, if you've got a wooden steering wheel or something like that where you can put as much pressure on it as you want, go right ahead. But you can get a lot of resistance out of this. You can feel the foam actually turning, so you just want to be careful and be gradual. Do it this way until you're fatigued, 10, 15, 20 times, and then do it the opposite way. And it works different points in your wrist and different points in your forearm, and you can really feel it when you do those 4 exercises. You do these tricep exercises, you do your push-ups. That's a pretty decent little routine.